What's going on, Donnies and Donettes? Come on! You know what it means when you hear this intro. It is the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast. We're back again for another banging episode. Yes! And this week is the week that we've all been waiting for. Level Up Live, guys. We're here. We've made it. We've only got a couple of days left. And we're going to transform the industry. God damn, son. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm so excited. You know what? We ain't got long. Roll the intro. Let's get into it quickly. Guys, we're finally here, man. This Sunday, I don't know when you're listening to it, so it may have passed or it may still be coming up, but this Sunday, as it stands now, I'm recording this podcast, ready to drop for Thursday, and this Sunday we have Level Up Live taking place at Hemel, Hempstead at the JBO Experience Centre from 9 until 6:30, guys. It's going to be an epic thing. If you've got your ticket, I'll see you there. It's going to be lit. It's gonna be lit. Me and the team have been working countlessly over the last week or so, like really putting in to make sure this event is perfect for you guys. We're ordering different chairs. We're making sure the food's gonna be there. We're putting stuff on screens. We're designing stuff. We're ordering things. We're literally trying to make this an immersive experience and the best that we can do for you guys. So one of the things I'm definitely gonna be asking you at the end of the event, which I thought I might as well mention now, is that we're gonna be needing a lot of your feedback, guys. So if we ask you for quite a bit of feedback, the reason that we're asking for it is so we can make it better for you, so we can make sure that it is exactly what it is you wanted in the tin, or what improvements we can make. Because as you know, this is the first one. This is the first Level Up Live, and so far it's looking absolutely epic. So when we do ask for feedback, make sure you take your time in answering the questions, because the whole reason for the feedback is that we do need to know what it is you guys think, what it is you guys want. And this is going to be for the people that are attending. Also, if you've got your ticket, one thing that I want to remind you is that make sure, guys, you have a minimum of 5 questions. Like I've said before, this is the time I want you to be selfish. 5 questions that are going to help you, whether it's going to ask me, whether you're asking Dan Ross, whether you're asking Mike Reddins, whether you're asking Lords, whether you're asking CB, whether you're asking you and Lawrence, whether you're asking Tony Roberts. We are all going to be there to support you guys inside your businesses, and any trials and tribulations, I'm sure one of us has experienced it, and we can give you some of our expertise to hopefully help you along with that. Because I swear down, guys, I so wish I had this when I first came. This is the whole reason that we're doing Level Up Live, is because I believe that it really will help the industry. When you help one, you can help so much more others, and with that, it then raises the bar for everybody else. And as you know, heavily on last episode, we was talking about finances and about how much people can charge. But the one thing I do want to remind you, and I'm sure that you got that from the episode, charging more is great. Charging more is something that we all want to do, but you have to make sure you're doing things to charge that price. What we don't want to be seen as are the people that are just money grabbers or just trying to charge more just because. Charge more, but offer a better service. Improve your business. There's loads of different ways that you can invest into your business to make your business better for you, but not only for you, most importantly, for your clients. Once you serve your clients in a better way, they then do free advertising for you. Recommendations is something that we should always be working towards, and the best recommendations you get is when you are live working on site. These people will talk about you forever for free when you don't even know it. So when you're there like, oh, I need to post on social, I need to do this and I need to do this, you've got someone else out there shouting out about you and letting someone else or others know the great things that you do. And this is another thing why I always say what's great about social media is putting things on there, just so when those recommendations do come, they can go to your CV, Instagram, TikTok, whichever it may be. They can go to where you home all of your content, and they can see what the person was saying is not lying. Boom, you now have hot leads. Warm, maybe, most of the time hot. Recommendations are the best. I'm telling you, they've been told by a trusted person everything they need to hear, and they come directly to you. The trust is already built. So go and make use of that. So yeah, going back to it, it's not all just about charging more. It's about making the services that we offer better overall. And I'm very mindful. I am very mindful. I try to be as much as possible, knowing that we have a massive range of DJs that lock into this podcast. And I appreciate each and every one of your ears and eyes if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify. Cheers! Remember to like and subscribe. So when we're delivering this stuff, I'm always trying to make sure we can cater for everybody, whether it is you're charging, whether you're brand new and you're still doing your free stuff. If you go back to some of my earlier episodes, I encourage free when you're starting. It's the best way to speed up. If you're brand new and it's very, very hard to get sort of gigs, so if you can get free gigs off of free work, once again, get as much content as you can. If they can cover your fees or whatever like that, then fantastic, great. But the main thing you want to do is start to get your foot in the door, get some content up, because it's much easier to sell something to someone when they can see it. So if you can show it to them, and start your journey. And come along with us, man, because you're not alone. We've all been there and we're ready to support. Whether you're in that mid-range tier, and the mid-range tier could be whatever it is to you. You know, there's no right or wrong in this, you know what I mean? So whether you just now started to charge $250, maybe $350, $450, you're kind of in that realm and you want to level up, you want to find ways of improving and making things better. Because obviously, guys, overall, a lot of the things that we talk about in this podcast, a lot of the things that we talk about when we talk about content, when we talk about getting an assistant, when we talk about, you know, improving your services, these things cost money. And these are the reasons why we're trying to raise the prices for the industry, is so we can invest in these things for our business. One thing I hear a lot of people talking about, which you lot know I'm very passionate about, is content. And a content creator isn't cheap. A videographer isn't cheap. A 360 camera isn't cheap. Whatever it is you're going to do, you're going to have to take some sort of investment. And the reason why we talk about raising your prices is so you can invest. It's not about just taking money off people or just trying to get to the top ladder like I'm, you know, the big guy who charges big money. That's not what it's about. It's about running a sustainable business. That's what it's about. It's about business. It's not about egos. It's not about that. It's about business, and business works with numbers. We need numbers to pay the tax man. We need numbers to make sure our equipment's on great. We need numbers to make sure the vehicles can take us to these places. We need numbers, whether it is to make sure that we can go to the gym or do some sort of fitness stuff to keep our bodies able to deliver this physical work. We need numbers to invest in our skills. If we need to learn beat matching, if we want to learn scratching, DMX lighting, all of these types of things, we need these things, and these things cost, and that's the reason why we are charging. It's not just to push price, it's to make sure that we have great, profitable businesses that we are proud of, that we can then continue to support us and our families. You know what I'm saying? So at Level Up Live, we're going to be going through all of those things. So make sure you create your 5 questions, 5 things that you have to leave there with. 5 bits of information that is going to help you selfishly. Not this DJ, not DJ, you. 5 questions that you generate that are going to benefit you. Things that you're finding difficult. Things that you've had enough with. Things that you might not know exist. Just questions that will benefit you. Make sure you have 5 on your phone, and your task is to make sure you get those 5 answered. The best way to get those 5 answers is by simply doing what we just said. Ask. Bring them to anyone in the room. It doesn't even have to be the speakers. Guys, the community that's coming down to this event, when I'm looking at the caliber of DJs that are coming, we have got everything on the spectrum. So we're going to have some people that you've been seeing on social media that will be there and attending, and they're also happy to help. I am really trying to create a different community in terms of how we do things. We are not about tearing DJs down. We are not about making people believe that they can't or think that they can't do things. We are about finding solutions, speaking to the right people, getting the information that you need to then level up your business, which once again, it helps everybody. It's not a selfish thing, it's for everyone. So make sure you get your 5 questions. That's a quick tip. When you come up Level Up Live, make sure the bare minimum, have your 5. If you get those 5, that will transform you. But we're going to be giving you buckets. If you think the podcast has been powerful, if you think the podcast has been beneficial, Level Up Live is a whole different gravy because it's live. That's the most important thing. Another thing I need to remind the ticket holders: energy, positive energy, negative stuff. We are not about that in this community. We're about positivity. It's the only way to grow. Negative is dark, positive is light. You cannot grow a flower in a dark room. You can grow a flower in where there's sunlight and water, and that's what we're about, is putting sunlight and water on our people so we can grow. It's going to take years, guys. I've got this long mission. I don't know why I've made it. Don't ask me. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. but I know it's going to take a while. That's the reason why I'm trying to do everything I can, bring everyone in together, bring other expertise to raise it for everyone. Positive mindset, bring that positive energy. That's what we are about. We are not about tearing people down. That is definitely not what we're doing here. So leave the egos at your house. If you've got one, leave it in the car. If you've got one, just lock it up for that weekend and come with your open mind, open hearts, ready to listen, ready to learn, ready to help, ready to share. It's communication. You're going to help someone else is going to help you. This is how we're going to be doing this. It's going to be, guys, I'm so excited. Yeah, I don't even know if you can tell. I'm gassed. One thing that excites me, there's quite a few things that we're doing that we haven't told you guys. And the reason why we didn't tell you, there's something I've always heard about called surprise and delight and over-delivering. So when you say what you're going to do what you're going to do, but try and do more than what you said, because it can always make people feel good. Surprise and delight. I heard that McDonald's surprise and delight is at the bottom of the bag. You know when you go and get come on, we've all been there, guys. We live that life. You're driving late night, you see that M, you're like, yeah, I know it's the devil's food, but I'm going to go and get what I want. I don't care. Listen, I've had a long night. I'm going to go and get what I want. When you get that takeaway and they give you that bag, at the bottom of the bag, you know those couple of chips that are there that I just you're like, yeah, buddy. We love those chips at the bottom of the bag. That's called surprise and delight. When they overfill the chips and then there's some sprinkles that we get left in that. But what's that? Couple more extra fries? Yes, we have got a couple more extra fries at the end of the bag. We're not even at the end of the bag, but at Level Up Live, guys. It's going to be like, once again, I want to share, but I'm like, no, you're going to spoil it. So don't say, but I'm just saying, when you come and you see it, you'll be like, this is what Mandela was talking about. Yeah, this is the surprise. This is the surprise and delight. Nice. And also with the surprise and delight, we're going to be talking about how you can add those surprise and delight, that same feeling, into your business. Couples love when they get things that they wasn't expecting, but it needs to be something that they notice and something that they say, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting this. You then go from this to this. And it's something that we can do. We're going to be doing with you guys at the day, and we're going to be talking about how we can implement that into your business. Selling the sizzle and not the steak. This is going to be a small part of my keynote, but we are going to be talking about this and getting you to understand what sizzle is. I remember, guys, once again, I'm going to keep saying it, guys. I remember when I heard that phrase, I was like, that sounds cool, but I don't get it. I don't fully get it. So there's going to be some things that we're going to be really dialing in, just so when you leave, you know exactly what the difference is to selling steak and to selling sizzle. Steak still sells. Don't get me wrong. When you see steak, 100% it sells. It's steak, filet mignon, of course. We love it. But guys, when you sell sizzle, this is a different ball game. Sizzle sells way more than steak. And I'm going to break it down in many, many metaphors to make sure everyone in the room understands the difference between sizzle and steak. Because something I see when it comes to social media, some of you are selling steak, and a lot of people sell steak, but some people are selling sizzle, and some people are not selling sizzle at all. So we're going to talk about that so then you can find out what is your sizzle and how you can sell it to make more moolah to improve your business. Cheese on bread. While I'm here, I have to big up my Patreons. Oh my day. Guys, you lot have been trickling in, coming in. There's a few people in the room. We haven't got loads, but we got to big them up because it's important. Guys, I'm telling you, this podcast is so hard every single week on top of the work and everything that we're doing, Level Up Live and kids and family and gigs and inquiries and social media content and replying to DMs and replying to clients and replying to DJs. Guys, this podcast, yeah, I'm not going to lie, there's been times it's nearly broke me. I'm not going to lie. And I know some of you have seen it on my story. Sometimes I do little rants and I'm like, what am I doing, man? This is crazy. But some of those messages that you guys send, and especially the Patreons that show your support every single month with the small donation, guys, I just want to thank you. Let's go for the names, because come on, they need shout outs. Come on, man. DJ Billy, what you saying, my bro? Bro, I see you on Insta. Know who you be. I know you come and Level Up Live. Thank you for your support. Bruv, you're a new one to the Patreon. I know it's taking you time to sign up, but I just want to say I see you and I appreciate you, bro. Man like Chris Ben. Yeah? Chris, I'm going to talk to you once again at Level Live. If I start talking here, this podcast will turn into the Chris Ben shout-out show. But, bruv, massive love for you. You know exactly what I'm talking about, bruv. You are someone who fully believes. You check for it. You've got the right attitude. You're positive, bruv. Everything about you, I just love. And I'm so glad that you've got the VIP package. Me and the team have been talking about what we're going to do with you. Not what we're going to do with you, but how we're going to literally catapult and seriously level you up, because you have fully invested from day one. You've seen the vision, and literally you're doing everything and you're going above and beyond. And bro, I look forward to seeing your success, and I look forward to being a part of that. I'm just helping with the growth and getting you to exactly where you want to be, because bro, you got it all, man. You got the main things, you got like 100%. We're just going to do a couple of shavings there, do little less of that, little bit of that, and bruv, trust me, we're gonna have the best mix. So big up you, Chris Ben, my guy. Luke Stilo, what you say, my guy? Another Patreon respected guy, bro. Thank you so much, man. I see you on Instagram as well. The community is building, the community is strong, and I see you always showing up. Love your work. Keep doing what you're doing, and we're gonna chop it up more to make sure you level up, because bruv, you're investing, you're helping us with the podcast. I love that. So that means that we're gonna have to give back. So man, big up yourself, bruv. Man like Ben last. This time I didn't want to leave you last, Ben. Didn't want to leave you last this time. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up you, bruv. Know you come and level up live as well. God. All of these names. Guys, you lot names, I see you all on digital. It's all digital. Level Up Live is the real-time meet-up, man. No more digital. For that day, for that evening, for the dinner, for the day before, whenever we catch up, it's the time. No more virtual. Real time. That's when the connections get stronger. So Ben Lust, look forward to seeing you. Thank you for your support. DJ Safari Phil, love your style, bruv. When you come on the day, don't try and dress down. You're not allowed. I want to see the chains. I want to see the plastic things that you make. I want the glasses. I want the hat. I want your brand. Don't you dare try and come dressed down. I need to see color. When I see you, I want to see color, because that's you, bruv. And I bring your positive energy, the conversations that we have. I can't wait to, once again, make it in real time. And once again, bro, thank you for supporting on the Patreon. It means a lot. Definitely it makes it so I can keep going, and love everything you do. Keep going, bro. DJ John Lowe, my guy, coming from far, bro. You're coming from far, man. Respect to you, bruv. You are making your way down. You're supporting on the Patreon. You guys are literally keeping this going. I'm not just gassing. I'm giving you this segment because you deserve it. You're keeping this going. There's times I'm trying to find people to support. I'm trying to find companies to jump on, but they're like, oh, you're not there yet. You're not doing this yet. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to get there? Do you know what I mean? But you lot are helping get there. You lot are helping to make sure that we deliver banging episodes each and every week that you can pull from to, once again, improve business, to make business better, to make things better for you, which holistically, in the long run, makes things better for all of us. Guys, this is a community. We're getting stronger one person by one person. Each and every week, we're just growing bit by bit. Nothing fast, nothing crazy, but dish, we're making moves. We're making moves. John Lowe, big up you, man. Thank you for your support, bruv. Love to see your name in the Patreon. Big up you. Dane Fox, my guy. Hey, bruv, I see you got a content creator, one of your contents. You got your guy with the photos. I saw the high-end stuff that you was pushing. Dane, that's the stuff that we like to see, bruv. Love your passion, love your energy, and you are a big... I see you and Leroy working together sometimes, and that makes me excited. When I see the community members doing things together, bro, that just makes me say, yes! That's what we should be doing more of. Support your local guy. If he can't do a booking, send it to him. If he can't do a booking, send it back. Help each other. We need help. We can't do this by ourselves, and we don't have to. There's none of this keeping things by yourself and no, it's all mine. No, that's dead. That's what the guys before us have done for the last 15 years. That's what the guys before us have done for the last 15 years. They don't share, they gatekeep. They've struggled with pricing. There's things that they don't know, and it's kept the industry on the floor. I've had enough. We're changing it with this podcast and with Level Up Live. No, that's enough now. Let's try something different and see if we can get some different outcomes for everybody. So big up you, Dane Fox. And obviously, last but not least, man, Leroy Costell, bruv. Leroy Costell, bro. Bruv, I feel you are a community champion, bro. And I mean that. I mean that. The reason why I say that, because when I'm saying it, there's hardly anyone listening here. You have seen Leroy in your comments. You have seen Leroy liking your comment, liking your post. Some of you are not doing it back. Some of you are not liking others, but you see Leroy. Leroy is someone who's championed everyone. He understands the grind. He understands what we're all trying to do here. He understands that we're trying to level up. It's not going to be overnight, but with consistency and support, it's all possible. And bro, you are another one that's been supporting from the day this podcast launched, man. From the day the podcast launched, bruv, and you, bruv, are a community champion. We have so much love and respect for you, bruv. Keep being you. Can't wait to have a beer with you and Level Up Live. God damn. Guys, big up you lot, man. I can't stress it enough. Thank you. And I want to say to everyone who listens to this podcast, it's these guys that have really, really helped. Don't get me wrong. The sharing, the commenting, that 1 billion% helps. But what does make it hard, as you know, is the time and the investment that I put into it. And there's times, once again, it will be a financial thing where I say to myself, why am I doing this? I should focus on my business just like everybody else is. And sometimes seeing those Patreons are the ones that keep me going. So I just wanted to say, man, if it's something that you wanted to do, just to be clear, inside the link on the description of this podcast, there is a Patreon link. It is £5.50 to sponsor a month. What that £5.50 does is that it goes to the podcast. This is not something where I go and spend it myself. You're going to be seeing 1 or 2 little upgrades once the pot, because there's a pot and it's building. There's nothing big in there yet, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not. There's nothing big in there yet at all. But once again, I know this takes time. I know it's something I need to stick at. I know it's something I need to keep pushing. And the Patreons really help with that. So I just want to quickly give you a lot of shout out. And just in case you didn't know, because I remember I was speaking to Chris Ben and he didn't know. He was like, I didn't know it was $5.50. I want to support the pod. And that is the main thing of the Patreon, is supporting the pod. Yes, there is going to be a few more bonus content. I've got this episode, guys, I'm going to put on there that is not going anywhere else. It's only going to be for Patreons. And it was an episode that got recorded a few months ago, but we didn't release it. But now I'm like, it's there. I'm like, it needs to go somewhere. It's not going to go on the actual podcast, but it's a full-on podcast episode that is only going to be available to the Patreon. So that will be live in the first week of March, because I need time, guys. There's time, you know what I mean? I got to edit it and all that sort of stuff. We've got Level Up Live and, you know, the business. And obviously March kicks off, the weddings then kick off, and it's all crazy. I don't know how I'm doing this, but I'm making it happen. But just thought I'll let you guys know that. So if there's something that you wanted to do, like from the bottom of my heart, it really, 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 really helps the podcast. And mostly it helps me keep going, because it shows the impact that it's having for people. It shows that this is something where, even though I'm putting in a lot of time and a lot of effort, it's helping a lot of people. And that makes me feel good about what it is that I'm doing. I'm not wasting time. I'm not just like, oh God, editing videos, doing this stuff, and it doesn't make any sense. But anyway, let's not do no more of that. But thank you so much, guys. G8U. Once again, for all those that are attending Level Up Live, we have our networking evening dinner that will be taking place on the Sunday. I've got a lot of your orders in. We had something with the venue where the venue was like, oh, what food does everybody want? And I was like, I don't want to send emails and ask people what food they want. Like, oh God, this is admin I don't need on top of life. But some of you have sent it back, and that will help. I don't need every single person, but I need as much people as I can. This is obviously to help the hotel be able to structure, because they've got guests that are obviously staying. They've got a lot of us that are going to be there as well. And they want to just make sure they don't want to be telling people, oh, sorry, that's no longer available, or sorry, that's no longer available. So that's the reason why they was asking. The more orders they can get, they can guarantee that those things will be ready in the kitchen. So it's going to be good grub. I had some of the food there the other day. Me and Dan and Mike was there the other day. We had a meet up there. We had some lunch there. The food's quality, so you're going to love it. We've got beers, we've got drinks, we've got all that sort of stuff. We've got a nice little space for us in the restaurant as well, so we can get our network on into the late hours of the morning. We're maybe not too late, but we'll see how it goes, we'll see how it goes. But I'm really, really looking forward to that. Also, I've noticed that there's a lot of people turning up the Saturday before at the hotel as well. Now, we haven't got anything securely scheduled in at the moment, but obviously we're probably most likely going to be in the bar or the restaurant from about 6, 7 onwards. So if you are traveling down, I thought I'll just let you know we will probably be in the bar from around 6 or 7 onwards. If you're coming earlier, that's fine also, because DJs will be turning up. The one thing I do want to say, guys, is the same reason why I'm saying about bringing in your positivity. positivity. So if you see someone that's just standing over there and you've walked in by yourself, there's a high chance that that person is a DJ. That person has a lot in common with you, and you can start talking and networking straight off the back. So on Saturday, the evening of, because we've got people traveling all over the UK, all over the UK. It's insane. It's actually super inspiring and super insane to know that we can create something like this and people are willing to travel far and wide to come down. So we want to make sure, like I said, me and the team are working countless hours this week. This week's been absolutely insane. It doesn't stop. You wake up and it doesn't stop until the early hours of the morning. But once again, we're putting in all of this to make sure that you guys have not wasted your time. You haven't traveled down just for some jolly. We want to make sure you are leveling up for 2026. Everything that we said, we want to make sure we deliver on. So that's the reason why we're putting in so much time and so much effort to make it the best event that it can be. And what's going to help with that is you coming with a positive, open mindset and a positive attitude. And like I said, the things that have really helped me along the way is the networking, it's the talking to other DJs. And what's great is that at the moment, if anyone has had a problem with, the fears of like competition and things of that nature, luckily, guys, I can actually tell you majority of DJs are all coming from different counties. There's hardly any, like, apart from two, some of you are coming in 2s and 3s, there's hardly anyone. So if you're coming by yourself, you're probably the only one in your county. The next person's coming from a totally different county. The next one's coming from a different city. The next one's coming from a different town. The next one's coming from a different village. So this actually really helps when it comes to networking because it allows people to be fully open, fully transparent. Because I know sometimes there can be a bit of a fear about competition and who has what knowledge, and that's going to affect me. I strongly disagree with that. But once again, I'm not here to challenge all of your things. So I understand that some people are like, no, I don't really want, the DJ next door to me, the DJ a couple doors around for me to know some of the things that I know, because it might then make you not have a USP, which I understand and I get. But one thing I do want to say is that if you do have that kind of thought process, it's totally fine with Level Up Live. Everyone's coming from different places. You're going to hear different accents. You're going to see different styles. And with that, you get so much different knowledge. Someone from another town can give you one tip that makes you say, oh, wow, I didn't think about that. And then you might do the same thing to that person. And they're like, that's a really good idea. Now 2 people from 2 different towns have now created a network. They're now friends and they've helped support each other in business. And they can both go and take the bits of knowledge into those different counties and do better in their area for themselves. So that's just one thing I wanted to quickly mention to you. Everyone's coming from all over. It's great, guys. It's insane. Also, if you didn't know, we have a JBL speaker shootout. We are going to be listening to the full range of JBLs, all the way from their Eon 1 right up to their PRX 900. So we're going to be able to check if there is something that you was looking for, if JBL is something that you was interested in. You can check the sounds, the quality, look, feel, smell, all that good stuff on the speakers on the day and see if any of them would work for you. Also, quick disclaimer, guys, we are encouraging all of you guys to post on the day. Reels, stories, pictures. Make sure you tag in Mobile DJ Master. We will be sharing every single post, every single collaboration, anything that comes on my Instagram. It will be an instant share, especially if it's from Level Up Live. Also, any of the sessions, if you want to make sure you tag the speaker or what it is they're saying, if anything that resonated with you, make sure you get up on your story or on your reel, tag it. The one thing that we are going to say is make your videos a maximum of a minute, guys. The reason why is because you've paid to be in the room. And what we don't want to do is share long form videos to try and give those videos to people that may not have been able to attend. You've done the effort, you've made the decision to come, you've traveled the miles, so you should get the benefit from that. So we're going to be refraining anyone from doing long form content, but short clips 100%. One area I know this will really help is your clients. When your clients see you investing in you, they love that. I remember there will be times when I used to be like, oh man, my clients don't want to see this. My clients don't want to see this. But then on the meetings, sometimes two of them would ask me, and I'm like, I'll see that then I'll go into it, and I'm like, yeah, I believe in investing in myself. I want to get myself better. I want to do this and do that. And they will sit there and say, I love that, because all they know that they're looking at is a professional. All they know that they're looking at is someone who cares about what they do. They care about getting better. They're not just going to be like, oh, same another wedding, just doing the same party, doing the same stuff. No, you're trying to elevate. You're trying to make yourself better. You're trying to improve your skills and your business aspects, and they can see that. And I'm telling you now, guys, clients appreciate that. And also it helps with your content to show a little bit more about you and some of the things that you do and your networks that you have. And it's the behind the scenes content. It's the stuff that people don't see. People see us just rocking up at gigs and making things happen, but they don't sometimes see that we had to learn how to use that light. We had to learn how to make sure that we could mix right and read the rooms. We had to learn these things, how to use CRMs, how to do meetings. This isn't just like we just woke up and we could do it. We had to learn. So sometimes showing people or showing your clients more so that you invest in learning, it just lets them know that they are booking someone who's a professional and someone that always wants to get better. And that can only instill confidence in your client. So feel free to share away, tag in any of the necessary speakers, and also tag in Mobile DJ Mastery. We will be sharing every single piece of content that comes. So yeah, man, share away, guys. Share away. Anyway, we're not going to make this episode too long because, guys, I'm not going to lie. If you see the work and the paper sheets that are around me, this looks all tidy right now. You think, oh, I've got it together. I have got stacks of files over there. I've got emails. As I'm talking to you, my phone's on silent, and I'm seeing the venues messaging. I've got to go and pick up printing boards. We've got to go and get so I can't even mention that. I don't want to mention that because it's part of the supply and delight. Guys, there's so much that is going on. This week is all hands on deck, but it's all going to be worth it. So I'm going to get back to the work that I'm going to do to make sure you have the best event for Level Up Live. Guys, if you cannot attend, no problem, man. We are going to reach out to everyone to make sure we have different ways of people being able to attend next year. And once again, I'm not going to say it now because some people can't take part, but we have got some ideas, guys, of what Level Up Live will look like in the future. And I'm a big believer in community engagement, because instead of just making things what we think will be best, we really believe that speaking to the community and getting feedback would help with that. And that's the reason why I started this podcast by talking about feedback. So when we're asking you for the feedback, guys, please, if you can, don't rush through it. Take your time. Go through it slowly. And when you're answering the questions, answer it from a standpoint of yourself. Because we're not asking everyone to think about everyone. We need everyone to think about themselves in terms of their questioning, because that will make us see what everyone is doing. So when you're answering these questions, you don't have to think about the community. The questions are tailored for you to answer, to say what you think was best, what you did like, what you didn't like in terms of location, time, all the different things that this event has brought up. Because like I said, we want to make this accessible to everybody in the UK. Everyone. There's no one that we don't want to miss out. Like I said, whether you're the guy that's charging doing free parties, doing £100 a gig, or whether it's you charging 3,000 and doing many gigs. Whether you've just started your social media when you don't have a clue, whether you've got a website, whether you Square, Wix, doesn't matter. Whether you haven't got a website, we want to be able to support everyone up and down the country. So we've got some amazing ideas that we're going to share to you to try and drop the travel down, because one thing we've seen is that everyone is everywhere else, and how can we make it so we've got more things happening in different areas? Because like I said, it's the real-time meetups that really create change. Once again, it's the real-time, real human connection that I believe makes real change. I love doing the podcast. I love the social media. I love the Instagrams, 100%. But like I said, even when I'm connecting with the clients, the social media helps me connect with the clients in real time for me to then deliver the services for their events. Same like for you guys. The Instagram helps me then connect with you guys for us to start a connection via social. But the real magic happens in the meetups. And you're going to experience that if you haven't been to any show before at Level Up Live on Sunday. So guys, I've got better to do. So I'm going to love you and leave you so I can go and crack on with some of this stuff that I go to. Make sure that the event is top 10. Other than that, guys, man, big shout out to everyone that is on the school account. The school account is open. It's a community based as well. questions, answers, all those kind of things. I put little questions in there, things that can help the podcast, things that can help other stuff. And we've also got courses landing later this year, which I'm sure, not even sure, the first course we're going to do is going to double your income. How's about that one? The first course I'm going to do is going to double your income. I'm saying that on the pod because, you know, when I say something, I don't chat wafter, I chat facts. The first course is going to double your income. Straight. And then we've got some other stuff to make sure there's something there for everybody. But anyway, I'm talking too much. Guys, catch you same time, same place next week where we might be reviewing Level Up Live. But guys, have a fantastic week. I'll see you either on Saturday when you land or Sunday for the evening or definitely Sunday for the day. Peace, love, and I'll see you next time. Yes.